So obviously, we all know that J.J. Watt will, uh, um, retire after this season, which is very rough to see him go. Yes, I got a haircut. Yes, leave me alone. I don't have my wings anymore. I've just got a couple of flaps. Anywho, back onto the J.J. Watt. He is retiring after the season. He's had one of the best defensive careers of all time, no doubt about it. Don't get me wrong. He's a great player. Sad to see him go, but doesn't matter here today because by my calculations, if you look on the screen, you'll see a 23-year-old prime JJ Watt 99 overall superstar X Factor. Forgot to give him abilities. Like, which one should I give him? Probably ones that are good. I'd give him actually Unstoppable Force. Run Stopper would be nice, but Edge Threat's probably a little bit better. Edge Threat Elite. And then, anything else I want to get right here? Probably. I don't know. I want something that works really well. Extra credit goal line stuff, no. Defensive rallies, strip specialists, no outsiders, double or nothing. Wait, is there one that like gives you guess play? I thought there was one that gives you like pressure from further out and away, prevent additional yardage tackling. Sure, I'm down with Stonewall. So JJ Watt is a 99 overall. I put him back in his prime, absolute elite athlete. I basically just boosted his stats, not knowing how good he was back at the time, because that was when I was 6 years old. It was his best season of his career, no doubt. 99 power moves, 95 finesse moves, and I put on what should be a good defensive playbook. I read it online, so it might not be a good defensive playbook. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, we've got a lot of good weapons on offense, a decent O line. Definitely could be better. And then JJ Watt, Buda Baker. Not much other than that. Zayvon Collins and Isaiah Simmons, maybe. On the team, on the defensive side of things. But year number one, JJ Watt is back in his prime. 2012 had his best season. He was 23 at the time. And looks like he's going to be back to those days. We'll see if he can put up those numbers again. And ladies and gentlemen, we are 4-3 to start off the first half of the season. I do like to see that, but this will be all about JJ Watt. Forget Kyler Murray throwing for good numbers. Forget about that. We're here to look at JJ Watt. JJ Watt. 5 tackles for loss, and Zach Allen. Look at the season he's having. And then 7 sacks. If he can duplicate those numbers in the last half and then maybe add on 5 to each would be awesome. A 19 sack and then a 15 TFL season would be awesome in his first. Maybe get an interception or 2 as well. Would be very fun to see. But in week 8, you have a tough matchup here against Minneapolis. Minnesota. I don't know where my brain's at, but I will just go ahead and sim to the playoffs, see if we make it, and then check the end of the season stats for him. We finished winning the division at 10-7. Love to see that. That is freaking awesome. We got prime JJ Watt in the flesh here, helping out the defense. And Kyler Murray had an okay season. Actually, wasn't expecting all that, but it was good. It was a good season. It wasn't great. James Conner, all things considered, it was a really good season for him. And Rondale Moore, maybe a little bit of a breakout season, leads the team in touchdowns as well defensively. What are we going to see here? J.J. Watt, 16 TFLs and 16 and a half sacks. No interceptions, unfortunately, but very, 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 very good season for a 23-year-old J.J. Watt. It is pretty awesome to see him back in his prime. I didn't know you can turn down people's ages in this game, by the way. So you guys are in for some treats, by the way. You guys are going to see a lot and a lot and a lot of this feature used in the game. I'll promise you that much for sure. We'll go ahead and try to skirt on past the Philadelphia Eagles. That is no easy task, but we do it by 6 whole entire points. And now we're against the 6-11 New Orleans Saints. Sounds about right. I had to resim the whole entire season anyways. So it's not like realistic or anything like that, but 6-11, this would be the team to beat us in Madden though. It really would be. We'll see if we can beat them. We do beat them by 1 point. Now we have the conference championships against the Dallas Cowgirls. Although we have prime JJ Watt, who's probably been performing in these playoffs here. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a look here. Team schedule. These last games. Can I even tell? Preseason, postseason. Here we go. So in round number 1, player stats, of course, want to go there, and I want to go ahead and look at defensively. Who did we get here? Cardinals, TFLs. Actually saw none. But QB sacks, Zach Allen is a beast. JJ Watt had one, but Zach Allen putting up impressive numbers in this simulation. So in round number 1 wasn't generally loud or anything like that. He was actually very quiet. And why does Colt McCoy have a touchdown? I'm not sure. Cardinals, we'll go with defense, and we'll look at TFLs. We didn't have any. And QB sacks, J.J. Watt had 2.5 in that game. So, yeah, doing his thing in the postseason. We'll see if he can put up another good performance against the Cowgirls to get into the playoffs. I wouldn't say it's likely, but it is not likely. We lose by 8 points. Or, my bad, that is 12 points. Weekly awards, most likely Kyler Murray, and it is not. It's actually Budda Baker, 2 tackles, an interception, and a pick 6. Or I guess an interception that turned into a pick 6. So we'll move on to next season, where J.J. Watt might even be on another team. Contract is expiring after this season anyways. And J.J. Watt is still a Cardinal here in year number 2 of this, year number 13 of his career, and number 24. Year number 24 for him in his life, really. I don't know why I went here. I guess we can just look at his contract from here. 4 years. And it says that he's on his 2nd year, should be on his 1st. And total salary is just crazy. Discard. He's getting paid a lot of money. A lot of money, nearly 10 per year. Should be, or on average, 10 per year. So it should be fun to see what this team can do here in year number 2. Possibly make it to the playoffs again. And you actually drafted a lot of help on the defensive side of things. You got brought in Malik McDowell, too. Drafted Peak. Robert Quinn can play as well. That'd be cool. Robert Quinn back in his prime as well. Prime would, I guess, be 2 years or a year ago for me, but 2 years ago in the simulation. But yeah, you got these 2 linebackers now. Justin Hollins is here now. Not a great, I'd rather have Quincy Williams be playing over Justin Hollins, but that's a me personally thing. Rondale Moore stays in the slot. Hamilton, Robert Quinn. So yeah, we are actually looking to have a pretty good season, especially on the defensive side of things, in this year. So we're gonna see what we can do. And this season, not like the last, we are starting off horrible. We are 1-6. Very weird. Actually, I've not seen that big of a decline in a while. Just lost to the Packers, 31-28. Let's go ahead and look at the stats on the season. I don't know if you guys saw that on the right side of the screen. Aaron Rodgers is killing it, though. He has 2,200 yards on the season already. James Conner, not really doing much, actually. Receiving-wise, who's leading? Zach Ertz, cool. Rondale Moore is next up the board. Then DeAndre Hopkins, James Conner, and Marquise Brown. Defensively, what do we got? Edward Peak leading the team, actually. And Robert Quinn, look at him doing his thing. 5 tackles for a loss and 11 QB sacks. 5 TFLs for 7.5. Maybe J.J. Watt can have a stronger presence than Robert Quinn in the second half of the season. But, I mean, how are you competing with Robert Quinn right now? 11 sacks? Are you kidding me? He really that good? And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so incredibly sorry. What the hell did we just do? Weren't we 1-6? Weren't we 1-6? I'm so generally curious. We started off 1 loss, 1 win. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We were 1-6 and won the last 10 games of the season. Made it into the postseason. And now we have a chance in the wild card to beat the San Francisco 49ers. Byron Murphy's up. Okay, cool. I don't care. We just did that. Kyler Murray popped off for the second half of the season, went over 5,000 yards passing. James Conner, minimum role, that's fine. Zach Ertz, over 1,000. DeAndre Hopkins, over 1,000. Rondale Moore, over 1,000 with 12 touchdowns. Marquise Brown, 779 yards. Dang. A lot of stuff happening. TFL's J.J. Watt had a monster season alongside Robert Quinn. Led the team in both TFLs and sacks. 17-24. Mark it. He is making his way to being the best defensive player of all time all over again. And now you have a wild card matchup against the San Francisco 49ers. Are you kidding me? I'm expecting to see one hell of a game here. It might be close. It might not be. It might be a blowout win. It might be a blowout loss. We actually lose by 7. No surprise, really. And we tied with them in the division anyways as well. But man, we did our thing, and now we're going into probably the last season of this video. This is supposed to be just a quick, what if JJ Prime was still in his prime? And I didn't know I could turn down his age until I started setting up the video. I was just going to keep him at 33 and do a short little video. So I think we'll keep that going, and maybe do a JJ Watt resimulation, career resimulation later. I think that might be really, really, really fun. Let me know how you guys think about that. And we will actually go ahead and look at the team all over again. You brought in John Runyon, DJ Humphries, right? DJ? Yeah, DJ Humphries. Why do I feel like he's been a Cardinal before? Has he been a Cardinal? He's definitely been a Cardinal before, for sure, right? You have a 66 overall right tackle, so not that great. Maybe move someone else over there is a possibility. Zach Ertz keeps on falling down with regression, but I don't think it matters. And you brought in, I mean, this receiver right here is interesting. Milstead, and you lost Marquise Brown. I guess it's a better thing than not, you know. JJ Watt has 2 unusable upgrade points. 25-year-old now. You guys can forget the 13 years of experience, obviously. We're basically just going back in time, which means we probably should have put him on the Texans, but I don't think it really matters too much. JJ Watt, 99 power moves, 97 finesse moves. Tackling is getting elevated right now, so yeah, I don't think it gets better than JJ Watt at this point. I think that he has kind of been the best of the best these last couple of seasons. We're here to see what he can do here in year number 3. DeAndre Hopkins is going to be in a slot. Are you kidding? Which seems unfair. Cam Thomas stepping up into a rush role as well. Should be interesting. Cam Thomas right here at SDSU, San Diego State University. I've actually been keeping tabs on him in real life. Hopefully he steps up and does something in real life here soon. And another bad start to a season. I'm not worried about it at all. We won 10 straight to end last season. Lost in the wild card, but we still won 10 straight. I think 10 straight. I think that I'm done. I'm done talking. I've had enough of it. I'm sure you guys have too. I talk crazy. Oh, wait, I just thought of a video idea. What if Geno Smith was this good when he was drafted? Oh my god. That would be quite the one. Antoine Ogletree doing nothing. You should not even be on the field playing at the position that he's playing. We brought in Malik Collins. He has 11 TFLs. But JJ Watt, generally quiet season. We hyped all this up. And just to be like this, come on, man. Step it up. Last half of the season better be good. And we'll see if they make the playoffs. Too bad. We actually did go on a little bit of a run. We were 8-9 to finish the season off one game off of the division win, but we didn't quite get there. Kyler Murray, another solid season. Not great, but solid. Antoine Ogletree probably needs to be cut. DeAndre Hopkins, Rondale Moore doing their thing. Zach Ertz also getting to work, and then Britton Anderson, the rookie, gets going a little bit over 900 yards. And we'll go ahead and look at the defensive side of things. TFLs, JJ Watt leads the team, along with 20 sacks, 16 in the last probably close to 10 games, maybe. So a lot of JJ Watt production at the end of the season there. Edward Pete continues to go up in TFLs. JJ Watt still continues to lead the team in both columns every single year. Still has no interceptions recently. So, you know what? JJ Watt's done his contributing here, and I think I'll go another season. I'll go till the end of this, the current contract he's on, and then I'll probably stop the video there. But if you guys have enjoyed it up to this point, make sure to leave a like. Also, make sure to consider hitting that subscribe button. It would really help me out a ton. And let's keep going with the video. And here's the roster for yet again another season right here. You have a 75 overall Nick Russell, 22-year-old rookie. Looks pretty good, all things considered. A little bit slow for my taste at tight end. Probably would like a little bit faster. Other than that, team looks pretty solid defensively. JJ Watt, who has been good. We'll go ahead and look. I think he has this will be the last of his contract. But let's see right here. Ever since this year, he has been, revamped. This is his revamp year. So He started off 16 TFLs and 16 and a half sacks. Monster season still, right? You love seeing that. Then the very next year, he steps it up, 17 TFLs, 24. Probably the best we've seen, 19 TFLs, 20 sacks as well. But shall we go back in his glory days and see what he's done? His second year out of the draft puts up 20 sacks. It says no TFLs, but I don't think that they count that. I don't think that they have that for past years for defensive linemen, which is very weird. Then the year after that, 10 sacks. And then the year after that, 20 and a half sacks with one interception. And then 17 and a half. And then slowed down due to injury. Had another season back at 16. And then 4 and then 5. A lot of injuries throughout those times. And then he got revamped back to what he was. 16 and a half, 24, and 20. Really high producing guy. Obviously, I do like to see that. This will be the last year of his contract. To me, this will be the last year of the video necessarily. He's got a lot of interest in the team, so it's very likely that he signs back. So I'm going to make sure everyone is at tip-top shape and make sure the team is good, upgrade everyone that needs to be upgraded, and then we can hop right into the season, go to the mid-season, check where things are. Actually, don't start off that great either, but once again, not concerned. We've seen what this team can do and has done. We start off 2-5, I believe we were. Not a great start at all. My guess is that J.J. Watt hasn't even started off that great either. Would be my tip-top guess. And Antoine Ogletree actually averaging 4.2 per carry. Actually doing his best job there. Britton Anderson. DeAndre Hopkinson's not really doing... Hopkinson's. I've been saying T.J. Hawkinson a little too much. Zaven Collins. Here we are. But J.J. Watt starting up the season pretty well. 10 TFLs, 7 sacks. That is the best we've seen him start. So I'm very excited to see what his numbers look like by the end of the year. Knock on wood that they aren't actually bad. They continue to stay on pace with what he's doing. See how the team ends with the finishing record and see how J.J. Watt finishes in the last year of this video of him being all revamped and really good again. And we once again go 8-9, miss the division lead by 1 year. Not fun, not good. Kyler Murray, 4,000 yards on the season, probably one of his worst. Rushing Antoine. Oh, Keontae Ingram actually getting some work. I do like that. I like Keontae in real life. Not that much in the game, honestly. Not doing the best. Antoine Ogletree finished off the season pretty well. DeAndre Hopkins, nobody really did a significant part other than Keontae Ingram actually getting some work. I like what we see from that right there. Defensively, I see J.J. Watt. Best season so far? Maybe. I know he had a 24-sack season, but 25 TFLs is the most he's gotten with 20 and a half sacks. No interceptions once again. 79 total tackles. Absolute monster, re-career simulation for these last, 4 years or so. 4 seasons. So that is the way that we're going to end it off. It is a very good video when you see J.J. Watt doing well. And I wish him the best in retirement. Not like he's ever going to see this or the message is ever going to get passed to him. But just, hopefully he has a good retirement, enjoys life after football. And I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll enjoy the injury aspect of retirement. Won't get injured nearly as much. But it is cool to see him back to what he was in the past and kind of just still putting up great numbers once again. Kind of remember him for what he was as a second-year guy out of Wisconsin. It was pretty cool to kind of see that. So that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll remind you one more time to like the video and make sure to subscribe. Helps me out plenty. And I'll see you guys next time.